What's good, guys? We back at it again with another video. As you can see from the title, I do have some motivational minutes I want to share with y'all today. Was thinking I might start a little series. We might call it something like Dream Chasing, Dream Chaser, something like that. Shout out to Meek. We'll just talk about certain aspects of things that go on while you're in the process of chasing your dream, trying to get there. Today, I just want the focus to be on discipline. And when I say discipline, I know a lot of you guys getting flashbacks, PTSD from when you were younger. You know, your parents might have popped you or grounded you, something like that. What I'm talking about now is discipline as it pertains to staying focused, staying on the path, not getting distracted while you're striving towards, while you're trying to achieve your goal. And it's something that I didn't really realize when I was younger, when I was playing basketball, because when I was in elementary school, middle school, my dream was I want to be an NBA basketball player. I want to make it to the league. I want to do all these things. I want to have my own signature shoe. I just had all these aspirations for myself. And I used to think about them in my head. I used to think about, like how it's going to be like if hopefully I get to that goal and hopefully I get to my dream. But when I used to show up to the gym and when I used to show up to practices and when I used to show up to workouts, I wasn't giving maximum effort all the time. I used to be lazy. I'm kind of tired, or I'm kind of sore. I don't really feel like doing it today. I can take a day off. I can chill. I can relax. I can do what I want. Not realizing that once you have a goal, once you have a dream that you want to achieve, discipline is the thing that is going to get you there. We talked about it before as it pertains to consistency on the channel, but discipline, hear what I'm saying, the word discipline is one of, if not the most important thing if you want to get there. And one thing I've learned, even though I'm 23, I know I'm young, but one thing I've learned for a fact is that life is going to test how bad you really want to achieve your dream. So on the basketball side, it's going to throw you injuries. It's going to throw you coaches. It's going to throw you a whole bunch of obstacles in your way just to test to see how disciplined you can be. How bad does this person really want his dream? So when you're on the court, let's say you roll your ankle. Let's say you sprain your finger. That's going to be a test. How bad do you really want to keep playing to get better, to get to your goal? Maybe it's a coach that doesn't want to play you, doesn't like you. You feel like he has a vendetta out for you. How bad do you really want it? Are you willing to not transfer? In some situations, that is the right decision, but are you willing to still try and fight, show up to practice every single day when you don't think the coach likes you and give 100% effort? If you really love basketball, if you really want these things, if you really want to achieve all these goals, it won't matter who's in front of you. It won't matter what obstacle is in front of you. You will remain disciplined because guess what? I know what I want. I know what I'm going to achieve. So I'm going to hold myself accountable. And the craziest thing is, even though I'm talking about the environment, even though I'm talking about all the external factors that might try and keep you from achieving your dream, you know what one of the biggest things that's going to stop you is? It's not going to be your environment. It's not going to be all of this. It's not going to be where you at. It's going to be the person looking at you in the mirror. It's going to be those days where you just worked out, let's say 3 days in a row, and it's that fourth day. And your mind is telling you, we just been working these 3 days, it's okay if you take a break. It's going to be when you in that weight room lifting and you have 10 reps to complete and you get to that 8th or 9th rep and you're going to hear that voice in your head telling you, my arms hurt, my shoulders are tired. We only have to do 10 reps. Or it's going to be that moment when you're in the gym by yourself shooting the same shot 1,000 times, because consistency and repetition breeds success. But you're going to have something in your head telling you, I'm tired of shooting the same shot over and over and over again. I'm bored. Let me go do something more flashy. Let me go shoot some turnaround fadeaways, some step backs, knowing that's not going to make you better. That's where the discipline comes in. That's when it's up to you as an individual to tell yourself, to tell your mind that I am a disciplined person. I'm a person who has a goal that he or she wants to achieve. It doesn't matter what's going on. It doesn't matter what my mind's telling me. It doesn't matter if my body's telling me I'm tired. It doesn't matter if my friends over here are trying to distract me. I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to stay disciplined. I'm telling y'all, the biggest separator between those that are successful and those that aren't is that the successful ones are able to discipline themselves. You hear me again, discipline themselves, which means that they don't need anyone to tell them when to work out, when to do this, when to do that, when to actually work towards their dream. And for those who might not fully grasp what I'm saying, let me give you a real world basketball example. When you hear players like Kobe, Gilbert Arenas, a lot of the superstar players, when they talk about other players in the NBA, what do they say? They say that you'd be surprised how many players don't really love the sport, how many players don't actually put that work in, which is why sometimes you see players, they get to the league and it seems like they get worse, they don't get better. Why? It's because in college, and I've told y'all this before, they tell you where to be, what to do when you get there, when to get there. They make sure you're giving 100% in every workout. You're not giving 100%, you're on the line. Oh, you don't feel like doing this, you're on the line. Oh, you don't want to get on the line, you with the strength coach. There is no choice. There is none of that. So when players take that next step and they get to the league and they say that practices turn into shoot arounds, and if you want to get better, you have to do it by yourself. You have to get in the gym by yourself. Now you see why there's such separation between the superstar NBA players and the role players. It's because one group is super disciplined. I don't need a coach to tell me when to get in the gym. I'm a grown man now. I have NBA money. I have this, and that, but it doesn't matter. I'm still that disciplined 17-year-old, 16-year-old, 15-year-old that was trying to get here. So I'm going to keep working. And the craziest thing is, guys, this discipline, what I'm talking about, it doesn't just apply to basketball. It applies to life in general. I don't care what nobody says. The road to success is a boring journey. Guess what? You're going to have to do the same thing over and over and over again when you're bored, when you're tired, when you don't feel like doing it. If you really want it, if you really want it, the discipline, I'm telling you, the discipline is necessary. I just wanted to come on here and give you all this game early so that when you get to the point when you realize that no one's going to hold your hand, no one's going to want your dream more than you, at some point it is going to be up to you and there's going to be no one else you can blame. I'm telling you, apply discipline into your life now. If there's something that you want to achieve, if there's a place that you want to get to, it really doesn't matter what's going on around you. It doesn't matter what your mind is telling you. You're tired, you want to do something else. If you really want it, apply that discipline and get there.